Hello and welcome in this morning. I'll give you a few moments to enter into our live and last mindfulness session of our May Caregiver Awareness Month. Thank you for being with us today and for the past month. And welcome in. My name is Kate Landreth, and I am the Education and Learning Lead with Family Caregivers of British Columbia. And I'm also a yoga and mindfulness instructor in Victoria, BC. And I'm really excited, and these practices really support my life. So I love offering them out to the community and caregivers to hopefully help support you in your journey. Just a few things that are coming up. We have tomorrow, that's Thursday. Morning, Barb. Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, our national forum. And so May has been Caregiver Awareness Month, and on our social media, through our Facebook Lives, we really have been aiming to get more content and awareness around caregiving, such an important topic. And so tomorrow morning, we have a national forum that will be taking place from BC all the way to the East Coast. We will have caregiving organizations online talking about caregiving during COVID and different topics that will be applicable to you. And they also want to hear from you, so it will be an interactive forum. And if you haven't signed up already, you can go to our Family Caregivers website, and in our calendar on the date tomorrow, you'll see the National Forum, and then you can click to sign in. So you'll get a link for that. All right, this morning, today, I thought for the last cycle of our mindfulness practice that I will teach you a new breathing technique. And in the yoga and mindfulness world, the breath is said to be really the anchor into the present moment. And deep breathing is like coming home. It's returning back to your body and grounding yourself so that you can be here right now. You can be in the present moment. And breathing deeply, specifically with that slow and steady inhalation and exhalation that are of almost equal ratios, signals to our parasympathetic system, our nervous system, to slow down. So we know when we start to get anxiety or our heart is racing, that this is when our system, our nervous system is on overdrive. So long, deep breaths can also manage our stress response to help decrease anxiety, fear, racing thoughts, a rapid heartbeat, and shallow breathing. And these responses can directly impact our physical, mental, and emotional health and longevity. In the yoga world, we term breath as pranayama or pranayama, and these are exercises that we do, again, to help with our nervous system, to help to come into that rest and digest state, which we'd like to be in more often than not. So pranayama is a mechanism that can help increase memory, it improves circulation, and it promotes oxygenation to our blood system. And a recent study has shown that the physical and cognitive benefits associated with yoga and mindfulness may be due to the mechanisms, including pranayama, so breath, and the activation of our parasympathetic system. So a lot of the benefits of these practices are due to breath alignment and activating the parasympathetic system. And the activation promotes or prompts the body to rest and rejuvenate and regenerate efficiently. So we really allow the system to detoxify and return to homeostasis. Okay, so today I'm going to guide you through, it's called alternate nostril breathing or Nadi Shodhana. And this style of breathing is will block one nostril and breathe out of the other. And I'll guide you through that. But just as you start, to take a little check-in. So if you have a fever or any medical condition that would feel like it's unsafe to block one nostril, then I'd like you to just bring your hands to your belly and do some really deep diaphragm breathing. This is the same. It's a deep breath that when you breathe into the lower chambers of your lungs and it starts to really move the diaphragm, that activates the parasympathetic system. So this will do the same thing. So if you know that your breathing might be restricted in any way, I'll ask you to do that. So a little background, Nadi Shodhana is a breathing technique, so alternate breathing. And Nadi in Sanskrit is a word that is for river or subtle channel. And the word Shodhana is the Sanskrit word meaning to cleanse or to purify. So alternate breathing really means cleansing and balancing your breath so that we bring the body back to homeostasis, to the nervous system. And it's best to practice this breath work in the morning. So right when you wake up to balance your day. And this breath technique can also be done at the end if you're practicing yoga or doing some little gentle movement of the body and to guide yourself into more formal meditation. Okay, so that's a little background for you to know what you're going to be doing. So again, you'll either bring your hands to your belly and you'll be practicing that diaphragm breathing, or if you're going to join me and it feels safe, you're going to bring your hands up. So almost like you're creating little pinchers. In yoga, we do it a little differently, but I think for ease, this will be easiest. And place your left hand just down on your left thigh. You might rest it right beside you. And let that left arm be nice and soft here, relaxed. Good. And then bring those little claws up towards your nose. And take a deep breath in through both nostrils. And breathe out equally through both nostrils. And then take your thumb and plug your right nostril. So this might feel a little different. Take a big breath in through your left nostril. Take your index finger, plug both nostrils, pause. And then open up your thumb, your right nostril, and slowly breathe out. So keep your left nostril closed. Good. Keep your left nostril closed and breathe back in your right nostril. Big breath in. Pinch and hold both nostrils. And then open up your left nostril, left finger, and slowly breathe out. Get all the way to the bottom. Keep your right nostril closed. And then breathe in your left nostril. Big breath in. Pinch both, pause. Exhale out your right nostril. Get to the bottom. And then breathe in, right nostril, sit tall, breath in. Plug both nostrils, open your left, exhale slowly out. Good. Keep going, breath in through your left nostril. Pinch both nostrils, open up the right and exhale out. So your aim is to keep your inhale and exhale the same length, the best you can. Some people like to count it out. So you might count in for 3, pause for 3, out for 3, And if you've missed one or slipped up, no big deal. Just come back to plugging, breathing in one nostril, plugging both nostrils, opening the alternate one and breathing out. So breathing in one and out the other, and then in the other and out the other is considered one round. So I'd like you to continue with this for about 3 more rounds. So going with your own pace. And if at any point this feels too much, restricted in the breath, or your breath feels really shallow, short, just bring your hands to your belly and breathe slowly there. And just know that breathing is so good for your body and your mind to really just come into one place, to notice your breath. And if you're multitasking, stop multitasking, come back for the next few moments here to really feel your breath. If you've had any allergies, this might be really helpful to cleanse both sides of your nostril cavity. It might be restricted at first. You might even blow your nose to help. Okay, take one more cycle here. Breathe in through one nostril. Pinch and hold. Breathe out the other. Pinch the right or left, whatever you were doing. One last cycle, breath in. Pinch, hold. Open the other one and breathe out. Excellent. Now bring both hands to your thighs. Just close your eyes and circle your breath in and out through both nostrils. Quite often you start to actually really feel the difference. Alternate breathing really starts to open up the channels to let the breath come in a little more deeply. And today we will finish with a gratitude mindfulness practice. So please keep your hands on your lap. Keep your eyes closed or softly gazing down so you're not distracted. And see if you can stay with me right to the very end of the practice, even when the mind wanders. Know that you have the ability to stay focused right here. This is important. If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. A reminder here that gratitude is the antidote to ego. It's counting your blessings. And in yoga, we say ego is born from a place of the small self. So scarcity or lack and lack of self-esteem or self-worth. And gratitude is ego's enlightened and abundant counterpart. It's the big self. So set gratitude in your mind right now and consider things that pop into your mind, and it doesn't have to be limited of what you're grateful for right now. Knowing that gratitude for something outside of yourself really supports pulling ourselves from living in that small space to being more vibrant and being thankful. And as you list the things that you are grateful for, if there is a person on that list, you might stop and pause and just really hold them in your mind's eye, in the space of your heart. Letting that vibrancy of thought and of spirit really just settle into your being. And as if they could receive it through just your thoughts and your prayers, like a big warm hug and embrace. Let them feel that too. Gratitude meditation is simply sitting still. You can start with breathing, bringing to mind things you're grateful for, and simply just staying in that state of awareness of gratitude. And this is a wonderful practice to do when you might feel low energy, or you might find yourself getting really stuck in that small thinking pattern. And this is a practice of training and regulating the mind. So it does take practice. If your hands are on your lap and you'd like to touch your heart space or a place that really feels tender and sweet to you, you might do that. And I thank you for joining me this morning for alternate pranayama or breath work and a gratitude mindfulness practice. And I invite you to use these practices at any point during your day as a caregiver, supporting other people, coming back into your own experience, your own body, and your own wellness. And knowing that these formal practices of seated and really paying attention to the breath, paying attention to being mindful through using the breath, those are considered more formal practices. So we sit to do that so that when you go off to caregiving, when you go off to live your life, that you can integrate the mindfulness practices in a more seamless way. And again, compassion and a reminder that it takes practice and that it's not about perfection. So have a wonderful day. I thank you for joining me. I look forward to being in this space virtually again. And until we meet again virtually, or maybe one day in person, take care. Thank you.